class. Today we're talking about section 3.5, operations with matrices. The standardized test practice problem reads, Mark sold 3 flavors of drinks at the local fair, cherry, C, grape, G, and orange, N. He sold twice as many cherry drinks as orange drinks. So that's the equation that represents that statement. And he sold 6 more grape drinks than orange drinks. If he sold 54 total drinks, how many of each flavor did he sell? The hint says to substitute 2N for C and 6 plus N for G. That is so we only have one variable in our equation. When we only have one equation, you can only have one variable in order to solve the equation. So underneath here, I'm going to just rewrite, but I'm going to use the substituted expressions. So I'm going to put 2N under C. Under G, I'm going to put plus 6 plus N. Then I have another plus N equals 54. I'm going to add my like terms. I have 2, 3, 4N plus 6 equals 54. If I take away 6 from both sides, I will have 4N equals 48. If I divide both sides by 4, N will be 12. So C will equal 2 times 12, or 24, and G will equal 6 plus 12, or 18. So we can see from our answers that the correct answer would be C, 24 cherry, 18 grape, and 12 orange. Now we're going to talk about algebraic operations with matrices. Matrices with the same dimensions can be added together, or one can be subtracted from the other. So here are the dimensions. In this first matrix, there are 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. In the second matrix, there are 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. If that is the case, if the dimensions, the rows and the columns are the same for both matrices, then you may add or subtract the matrices. And in order to do that, you just take the corresponding pieces inside are called elements. So the corresponding elements and add them together. So you can see that that's what has been done on here on the right side. Same with the subtraction. So let's try a couple. We're going to add these two matrices together. So here's what the work would look like. And you can do these mentally. If you can do them in your head, that's just fine. But I'm going to show you the full steps involved. So I'm going to set up, make kind of a big matrix. And in here I'm going to put 6 plus 4, negative 7 plus 2, 2 plus negative 5, and negative 12 plus negative 6. Then I'm just going to simplify. So I will have 6 plus 4 would be 10, negative 7 plus 2 would be negative 5, 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3, and negative 12 plus negative 6 is negative 18. There's the sum of the two matrices. When we're dealing with subtraction, I want to make a suggestion that will make these easier. I want you to change the problem to addition of the opposite. So what that means is I'm going to change the middle to addition, and I'm going to take the opposite of each element. And then I'm gonna work them the same way we did the, A. So I'm going to have -2 plus -4, 8 plus 3, 3 plus 2, -4 plus -1, 10 plus 6, and 7 plus -8. So I'm going to simplify, and I will have -6, 11, 5, -5, 16, and -1. Again, when working with subtraction, change to addition of the opposite. Notice I'm not touching the first matrices at all. I'm adding the opposite, which is the same thing as subtracting. We'll make this easier, I promise. Next, we're going to talk about multiplying. If you've got a number out front of a matrices, this is called a scalar. And what we do is we take and we multiply the matrix, and we're calling it M by N. I would say R by C, rows by columns. But each term or element in the matrix gets multiplied by the scalar. So on A, you would have -4 times -12, -4 times 6, -4 times 15, -4 times 4. And on our second row, we would have -4 times -6, -4 times -13, -4 times -9, and -4 times 8. So we would just simplify these. First is 48, -24, -60, -16, 24, 52, 36, and -32. On the second one, I'm not going to show all of that work. What I'm going to do, first of all, is I see it as minus here. So I'm going to make this plus, and I'm going to change to get the opposite signs. So when I write this, as I multiply, I'm going to write the result in here. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times -1 is -7. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 9 is 63. Then I'm going to have plus 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times -4, -8. 2 times 3 would be 6. 2 times -7 is -14. 2 times -2 would be -4. And 2 times 6 is 12. Now I'm going to add the corresponding elements to get my answer. So what I'm adding are 14 and 2, so 16. -7 plus -8 would be -15. 56 plus 6 would be 62. Bottom row, 28 plus -14 is 14. 49 plus a -4 would be 45. And and 63 plus 12 would be 75. So now you know how to multiply by a scalar, add and subtract matrices. This is all of 3.5. I hope that you found these fun, and I hope you have a great day.